Guess these 1970s to 1990s cars. Ready to test your knowledge? We'll explore 25 iconic rides from a truly golden automotive era. Let's jump right in with our first guess. Question 1. This personal luxury coupe from Chevrolet, introduced in 1970, became known for its elongated hood, plush interior, and a surprising presence on the NASCAR circuit. Is it A. 1973 Chevrolet Monte Carlo, B. 1973 Pontiac Grand Prix, C. 1972 Chevrolet Malibu, D. 1974 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme? Time's up. The correct answer is the 1973 Chevrolet Monte Carlo. Did you know that the Monte Carlo's long front end was partly influenced by GM's desire to stand out from Ford's Thunderbird? The result was a car that made a statement wherever it went. Question 2. Our next vehicle is a full-size van introduced to handle everything from family road trips to custom surf conversions. Is it A. 1976 Dodge Tradesman, 100B, 1977 Ford Econoline, C. 1975 Chevrolet G-Series, D. 1976 GMC Vandura? If you picked the 1976 Dodge Tradesman 100, you got it right. I bet you didn't know that a niche group of tradesmen and surfers adored how easily it could be converted for overnight stays, complete with mini fridges and fold-down sofas. Whether you were customizing it with crazy murals or using it to deliver packages, the Tradesman 100 earned its spot in the 1970s Automotive Hall of Fame. Question 3. This sleek Swedish sports coupe gained fame when a certain secret agent drove a variation of it on television. Is it A. 1973 Saab, Sonnet 3B, 1971 Volvo P1800, C. 1972 Lotus Elan, D. 1971 Jensen Interceptor? You guessed it, the 1971 Volvo P1800. A fun tidbit is that the P1800 once held the Guinness World Record for highest mileage driven by a single owner in a personal car, over 3 million miles. Talk about reliability. Question 4. Which convertible was considered the last American convertible for a while, boasting a massive 500 cubic inch engine under its hood? Is it A. 1974 Oldsmobile, 98 convertible, B. 1975 Cadillac Eldorado, C. 1976 Lincoln Continental convertible, D. 1973 Buick Centurion convertible? The answer is the 1975 Cadillac Eldorado. Elvis Presley once gifted an Eldorado to one of his band members, fueling the model's celebrity status even further. Jokes aside, it remains an icon of 1970s automotive excess. Question 5. This car-truck hybrid often confused onlookers, but its owners loved its dual functionality of cargo bed and car-like ride. Is it A. 1979 Ford Ranchero, B. 1980 Chevrolet El Camino, C. 1977 GMC Sprint, D. 1979 Plymouth Arrow pickup? The correct answer is the 1979 Ford Ranchero. Rancheros sold in certain overseas markets were rebranded in interesting ways, but they never quite caught on globally like they did stateside. Jokes aside, if you needed a conversation starter at your local drive-in, a Ranchero would do the trick. Question 6. Which classic station wagon offered seating for the whole family and a tailgate that sometimes had a mind of its own? Is it A. 1973 Pontiac Safari Wagon, B. 1974 Ford Country Squire, C. 1973 Chevrolet Caprice Estate, D. 1976 Dodge Coronet Wagon? The correct answer is the 1973 Chevrolet Caprice Estate. A fun tidbit is that the tailgate had a disappearing window that rolled down into the door itself. Question 7. Which elegant European coupe combined luxury and performance, featuring a V8 engine and advanced safety features for its time? Is it A. 1973 Jaguar XJ6 Coupe, B. 1974 Rolls-Royce Corniche, C. 1973 Mercedes-Benz 150 SLC, D. 1972 Audi Honda Coupe S? If you chose the 1973 Mercedes-Benz 450 SLC, you're on the money. A lesser-known fact is that the SLC competed in rally events, proving that it wasn't just a pretty face. Question 8. This sleek German classic, featuring the famous Hofmeister kink in its design, offered an inline-six engine and was part of BMW's early push into luxury coupes. Is it A. 1972 BMW 3.0 CS, B. 1973 Porsche 911 S, C. 1972 Opel Manta A, D. 1971 Audi 80 Coupe? Your answer should be the 1972 BMW 3.0 CS. A little-known fact is that this car laid the foundation for the legendary three-point use CSL Batmobile, which became a motorsport icon. Question 9. This was one of the first SUVs to offer three-row seating, introduced as a large family hauler with impressive towing capability. Is it A. 1977 Chevrolet Suburban, B. 1978 Ford Bronco, C. 1976 GMC Jimmy, D. 1977 International Harvester, Travelall? The right choice is the 1977 Chevrolet Suburban. A lesser-known fact is that the Suburban name is the longest continuously used nameplate in automotive history. Chevrolet never dropped it from their lineup. Question 10. Known for pioneering the luxury off-road concept, this 4x4 had wood paneling options and an upscale interior. Which vehicle are we talking about? Is it A. 1976 Ford Bronco Ranger XLT, B. 1976 Jeep Wagoneer, C. 1977 Plymouth Trail Duster, D. 1975 Dodge Ram Charger SE? The correct answer is the 1976 Jeep Wagoneer. Little known fact, the Wagoneer was one of the first 4x4s to offer an automatic transmission and independent front suspension in earlier years, showing that comfort and off-roading could indeed coexist. Question 11. Question: which muscle car had a starring role in pop culture, thanks to a certain fiery phoenix on its hood? Is it A. 1977 Oldsmobile 442, B. 1977 Pontiac Trans Am, C. 1976 AMC Javelin, D. 1975 Mercury Cougar XR7? The correct pick is the 1977 Pontiac Trans Am. Interestingly, the 1977 Trans Am actually outsold the base Firebird models for the first time, proving how style can trump raw horsepower. Question 12. Which iconic pony car's 1971 Mach 1 version boasted a long hood, short deck, and engine options topping 429 cubic inches? Is it A. 1971 Ford Mustang, Mach, B. 1971 Dodge Challenger RTC, 1971 Chevrolet Camaro, Z28, D. 1971 AMC Javelin SST? Yes, the 1971 Ford Mustang Mach 1. Some of you may now know that the Mach 1 had a NASA-style hood scoop design in some trims, which was rumored to be inspired by aerospace aesthetics. Question 13. Which compact muscle offering from Dodge in 1973 was known for its swinger trim, offering surprising bang for the buck? Is it A. 1973 Dodge Dart Swinger, B. 1973 Dodge Demon, C. 1974 Plymouth Duster 360, D. 1972 Dodge Challenger Rally? Yes, the 1973 Dodge Dart Swinger takes the spotlight. Very few knew the Dart platform was used for drag racing by enthusiasts who loved its lightweight and straightforward mechanicals. Question 14. This legendary off-roader was known as the FJ40's younger sibling in the mid-70s, featuring a hearty six-cylinder engine. Which is it? A. 1977 Nissan Patrol, B. 1977 Toyota Land Cruiser, C. 1976 Land Rover Series 3, D. 1977 Mitsubishi Pajero Prototype? The correct ride is the 1977 Toyota Land Cruiser, often referred to as the FJ40 model series. A lot of people don't know that the Land Cruiser was a direct competitor to the Jeep CJ series, spurring some friendly rivalry among off-road communities. Question 15. Which short wheelbase 4x4 from Ford gained popularity for recreational driving, particularly after some high-profile custom builds appeared in magazines? Is it A. 1975 Ford Bronco, B. 1974 Ford Courier, 4x4, C. 1976 Ford Ranger F100, D. 1977 Ford Bronco? Answer: the 1975 Ford Bronco. A fun fact is that the Bronco was one of the first compact SUVs to carve out a mainstream following. Question 16. Which rugged utility vehicle built by International Harvester in 1979 was known for its removable roof and straightforward engineering? Is it A. 1979 Jeep CJ7, B. 1979 International Scout II, C. 1978 Ford Bronco, D. 1979 Chevrolet K5 Blazer? The correct answer is the 1979 International Scout II. Very few know that some Scouts were sold in right-hand drive configurations for special markets and even U.S. rural postal delivery. Question 17. Which Chrysler model from 1978 was pitched as a compact luxury sedan, sporting a leaner body design that the brand hoped would captivate the downsized luxury crowd? Is it A. 1978 Chrysler Newport, B. 1978 Chrysler LeBaron, C. 1979 Dodge Diplomat, D. 1977 Plymouth Volare Premier? Yes, the 1978 Chrysler LeBaron. The LeBaron name had historical significance for Chrysler, dating back to coach-built cars of the 1930s, so reviving it was partly a nod to prestige. Question 18. Which Chrysler sedan in 1975 was large and stately, representing the last gasp of Detroit's big-body luxury craze before downsizing became the norm? Is it A. 1975 Chrysler Newport, B. 1975 Chrysler 300, C. 1975 Chrysler New Yorker, D. 1975 Dodge Monaco? The answer is the 1975 Chrysler New Yorker. Some of these models had the St. Regis package, which featured a unique rear roofline treatment. Question 19. Which midsize Oldsmobile from 1975 offered multiple V8 engine choices and was a top seller for GM, often cited as a comfortable cruiser? Is it A. 1975 Oldsmobile 98, B. 1975 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme, C. 1975 Oldsmobile Delta 88, D. 1975 Buick Regal? Yes, that would be the 1975 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme. The Cutlass Supreme name originated in the early 60s as a premium trim line, eventually evolving into a standalone model. Now let's step into the 1980s and 1990s to complete our 25. Question 20. Which futuristic stainless steel sports car from 1981 famously appeared in a blockbuster time travel movie? Is it A. 1981 DeLorean, DMC-12, B. 1982 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am, C. 1980 Bricklin SV1, D. 1983 Vector W2? The correct answer is the 1981 DeLorean DMC-12. A lesser-known fact is that the fiberglass underbody was bonded to the stainless panels, a manufacturing quirk that sometimes led to panel alignment issues. Question 21. Which early 80s hot hatch, introduced to America, helped spark the affordable performance craze and influence the sporty compact segment? Is it A. 1985 Honda CRX SI, B. 1983 Volkswagen Rabbit GTI, C. 1982 Ford Escort XR3, D. 1984 Toyota Corolla FX16? The right pick is the 1983 Volkswagen Rabbit GTI. Apparently, the original GTI's plaid seats were more than just a style statement. They were also made of durable fabric that held up well to spirited driving. Question 22. Which turbocharged front-wheel drive coupe from Dodge in 1984 was aimed at blending performance and affordability, representing a new wave of American sport compacts? Is it A. 1984 Chevrolet Cavalier Z24, B. 1984 Dodge Daytona, Turbo Z, C. 1985 Ford Mustang, SVO, D. 1984 Pontiac Fiero SE? The correct option is the 1984 Dodge Daytona Turbo Z. Did you know the Daytona borrowed its name from the legendary Dodge Charger Daytona of the 60s, a marketing move that both excited and puzzled brand loyalists? The Turbo Z signaled a shift in American performance cars, steering them towards smaller, more efficient platforms. Question 23. Which mid-engine Pontiac from 1986 offered a unique wedge shape, plastic body panels, and underwent a performance-oriented facelift in its GT form? Is it A. 1986 Pontiac Fiero GT, B. 1986 Chevrolet Corvette C4, C. 1987 Buick Riata, D. 1986 Oldsmobile Toronado Trofeo? That would be the 1986 Pontiac Fiero GT. Interestingly, the Fiero was the first two-seater Pontiac since 1926, making it a significant milestone in the brand's history. If you wanted an affordable American mid-engine sports car in the mid-80s, the Fiero GT was practically your only ticket. Question 24. Which turbocharged Buick from 1987 became a sleeper sensation, often rivaling or beating V8 competitors on the drag strip? Is it A. 1987 Buick Skylark Turbo, B. 1987 Buick Electra, T-Type, C. 1987 Buick Grand National, D. 1987 Buick Regal GS? The answer is the 1987 Buick Grand National. Apparently, the Buick tested its turbos in NASCAR's V6 series, which helped refine the engine's durability. The Grand National proved that sometimes a turbocharged punch could be more potent than cubic inches alone. Question 25. Which SUV, introduced in 1984 and continuing through the late 90s, solidified the concept of a unibody 4x4 and became a beloved family adventurer? Is it A. 1989 Toyota 4Runner, B. 1989 Jeep Cherokee XJ, C. 1988 Ford Explorer, D. 1989 Chevrolet Blazer S10? If you picked the 1989 Jeep Cherokee XJ, you're absolutely correct. American Motors developed much of the Cherokee's design before Chrysler acquired AMC in 1987. So the XJ carried AMC DNA well into the 90s. So, how many did you guess correctly? Let us know your score and of course, brag in the comments if you aced all 25. Hope you found this quiz helpful and learned a few neat facts along the way. If you love classic cars, muscle machines, or off-road legends, hit that subscribe button for more automotive trivia and stories. Thanks for playing,